Hi, this is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a project share for you. This is a loaded envelope that I made for Latasha on Loaded Envelopes Galore Facebook group. Hi, Latasha. I believe she has received her swap by now, so I wanted to go ahead and show what I made her. This swap was a mini loaded envelope, and it was supposed to be Alice in Wonderland themed. So we picked a vintage Alice in Wonderland paper from Etsy, and that is where a lot of my images and some of the paper prints came from. I also used some paper that I had in my stash, and I will put the links down below if I'm able to find those links. Some of the paper they were older papers. So anyway, I will put the link for the Etsy paper and anything else that I can find. So anyway, I wanted to show you here some of the packaged goodies. There were some things that we had to include in our loaded envelope, and then I added in some extra items. But we had to have a loaded envelope that had at least 2 pockets, and I have 3 on mine. I have the 2 main pockets up at the front and then 1 little pocket in the back. And then we had to have 1 envelope full of die cuts or stickers or tags. And so I made this envelope here, and I used pink cardstock. And then I'll pull this off here. This is an image from the Etsy paper, and then these are items that they were food picks that I ordered on Amazon, and then these are some bling that I had picked up at this scrapbook expo. But I made the envelope, and then on the back here is another piece of paper from the collection, the Etsy collection, and this is the image from Amazon. And then I included some things that I had printed off of the internet, some Google images, and there's some websites that had free Alice printables. Let's see here. So I had a kit of tags that are from Recollection, so I pulled some pastel colors that I thought would be nice to go along with this. And that's what those are there. And I punched out some butterflies. And then these were all images from Google, and I will put those links down below. Well, I Googled them, and then I found free printables. So here's the rabbit tag, another image that she could color of the rabbit. And then these are some cute arrows that say Nowhere, Wonderland, and Tea Party. So that's the envelope. So then we needed to include 5 embellishments. So I made her 4 rosettes out of cupcake liners, and then I added some of this bling here and a daisy trim here. I made 2 bows up here with my bow dies and added the bling. And then I just packaged it on some 110-pound paper. On the back, I adhered one of the images from the paper collection from Etsy of the rabbit. Then I just tied it up with some ribbon here and put some hearts in the corners. This paper back here is from Teresa Collins, and sorry, I have my little papers here. It's called Sweet Afternoon at the Picnic, and that's from 2012. If I find it, I will link it down below. And then I also included a package of these pretty rhinestone sort of embellishments too as part of my embellishments. And then I made one of the soldiers from a playing card that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and I just used pink and blue cardstock and cut out punched hearts with my punches. And then this little guy stands up like that. It's kind of hard to see at this angle, but he stands up. And I just used the pipe cleaners here for his arms and his staff. I guess it's a girl, probably. And then, let's see. We had to include one jumbo tag, and so I made this tag here. I used the blue 110 pound paper from Michaels, and then I layered it with some more of the print from the Etsy collection, this paper here from Teresa Collins, and then I put some trim here that I bought at the Scrapbook Expo, and then I printed out this arrow off Google, and I will put that link down below. So that's that. I tied it up with, I tied some ribbons in the corner here, and then just packaged it in a bag with some ribbon at the top. And then, let's see, I also made her a little package of the trim that I had found at the Scrapbook Expo, and I topped it with some more of this paper from the Etsy collection and another arrow. It says Tea Party. And then this is the card that I made her. I bought a package of napkins off of Amazon, and I also included some napkins for her here tied up, but I just used my cardstock here for the base, and then I had another sheet of paper, and that paper, let's see, that one was from Delish Royale Paper Collection, and the name of the collection is Sorbet Hors d'oeuvres. And if I find that as well, I will put that, but it has this print on this side and then that on the other. So that's what I layered here, and then I used my glue stick and glued down the napkin, and then I tied with a ribbon, and then I made a flower here with my Sizzix die. So that's that, and wrote her a note on the inside. And then onto the loaded envelope. Let's see, I'll unpack it here. On the front, I printed this off the Etsy collection. I also layered, the base of my envelope is the Teresa Collins paper. And then I layered with blue here, a piece of the print from the collection, which you can't really see, it's covered up. But then I added some sparkly trim, and then this daisy trim here, and then I did a cluster of roses here, and these were all from the Scrapbook Expo. And then put this little sign here that says Alice in Wonderland, and I put some flat back pearls in the corners, and then used my Jelly Roll pen to put some glitter along the edges. And then I made this clock paper clip. It's a shaker paper clip, and I did that with my Spellbinders clock die, and I had gotten that at the expo also. And then, let's see, the Etsy collection had a freebie that after you purchased the paper, they sent you a link to these printables. They were for tea bags, and that's what this is. So I used my Jelly Roll glitter pen and went around the edges of the ribbon here and on her bow. And then I added some flat back pearls here, and then a cluster of roses. And it just opens up like this, and I stuck in a tea bag there. So there's that one. And then here's the other one with the rabbit on the front. And I just put a bow and the daisy trim there and the flat back pearls. some more of the trim on the back, and some more tea on the inside there. That's in the front. Oh, and then one more thing in the front pocket is I printed out a bunch of different images from Google and I glued them onto some playing cards. So this was just a pack from the Dollar Tree, but there's this one here. It says, "We're all mad here," with the Mad Hatter. And then this one says, "We're all mad here. I'm mad. You are mad. How did you know I'm mad? You must be, or you wouldn't have come here." And then this one says, "She began to believe that very few things are indeed impossible." And then this one says, "Curiouser and curiouser." And then there's one of the rabbit, and then one with Alice and Humpty Dumpty. So that's that, and I just tied it up with some ribbon. And then on Amazon, I found these picks. So I just stuck those in there. They're for cupcakes or food, whatever, at a party. So I stuck those in there, and then we had to do a wand. So this was my wand. I had found these wood pieces at a thrift store, and if you want to see that haul, I will link that down below. But they were a teapot and cup, and so the original one, the pink was yellow, so I just took some pink paint and went over that just so it would match. So I made a rosette with the Teresa Collins paper, and I mounted it on the blue cardstock, but then I put this piece of satin trim in between and then hot glued my teapot on top of that, and then hung the cup with some embroidery thread, and then I just added 3 different ribbons here, and then on the back I put one of the papers from the Etsy collection. Oop, oh, I'm sorry. Goodness. So there's that. And then I made a few more tags to go in it. These were off. I found these free printables online. One that says "Drink Me" and one that says "Eat Me." It's those. And then we had to have a packaged set of die cuts, and so that's that here. I die cutted some butterflies. I made some flowers from the die. I die cutted a mason jar, so that's all in there. And then here's the pocket without anything in it. Well, there's a few things in the back here, but that's how that looks there. And then I made her a charm, and I found a key charm, a little potion bottle. I put some beads in there that I'd gotten at the Dollar Tree. And then I found these wood clocks at the Scrapbook Expo, so I just made a tassel and put those charms on it. And then on the back, there's just a really thin pocket, and I printed these off. These came as a freebie from Etsy too, but they're tickets, and they just have different images from Alice in Wonderland. And then we were supposed to make just one paper clip, but I made another one, and this one is just a rosette from a cupcake liner. So that's on the back. So I hope you liked everything. Let me put everything back in here. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, comment and subscribe, and I will see you again next time for another crafty video. I appreciate that you come to my channel, and I will see you again next time. Bye!